Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about 5.5 ways of making passive income. For each of these, I'm going to address how long it takes to make your first $100 and how difficult is it to maintain making that $100. First, let's address the elephant in the room, passive income. Passive income either requires time or requires money. Think of it as planting a seed. You plant a seed and it germinates fruits, and these fruits you can pluck them and it grows more fruits, and you pluck them again and the fruits continue to grow. So the path you take is up to you. You can choose to invest time or you can choose to invest money, but either way you will continue to generate income in the future with little effort needed. So on the topic of seeds, did you know that every single person in this world is a seed? And no, not the way you're thinking about it. So in 2020, 3.6 billion people use social media, and every single person that watches a video is helping to spread that video to somebody else. So this is where affiliate income comes in. So affiliate income is simply just speaking about someone else's product or product that already exists, and you're getting a share from the amount of money that person is making. And the best kind of affiliation is when people go for some sort of subscription. Now the reason for this is because all they have to do is subscribe once, and you will continue to earn money every single month as long as that person stays subscribed. Just think of a product or software that you've used already. All you simply have to do is go on TikTok and just speak about this product. It's really that simple. You don't have to be an influencer with millions of subscribers. All you have to do is being able to stimulate people's brain to make them feel like they cannot live without this product.
Let's test out the faux freckles. If this works, oh my God, testing it out.
So this means you don't need to run Facebook ads, you don't need to start a whole new Instagram, you don't have to be someone who knows a lot of people, so you can save money and you can just use a platform that is free that a lot of people are actually using at this moment. Now this one is truly passive income. If you've ever wondered how the rich continue to get richer, one of those reasons is due to dividend investing. Now it's not only for people who are wealthy, but it's also for people who have time. So the idea is you invest into dividend stocks, and these dividend stocks pay you dividends just because you're holding the stock. And as you continue to invest and your army of money continues to grow, every single penny recruits more armies in the form of dividends. So this is also known as compound interest. Now this is extremely easy, so I'll actually rate this a 1 star. So check this out. If you invest an initial sum of $1,000 at an interest rate of 10% per year, after that you only need to invest $150 per month for 30 years. 30 years later, your money would have compounded to $313,538.64. And if you wait another 5 years, your money would grow to $515,936.50. Now that is what I call passive income. But it's not done. If you actually withdraw only 4% per year, you would be paying yourself $20,637 every single year. Now this is the money that you are paying yourself for doing absolutely nothing. Now your army of money will continue to make that 4% every single year, and this is when you're pretty much running on infinite money. Now the next passive income has been one of the best decisions that I've ever made, and that is YouTube. And following the same formula is also another passive income known as low content books, but I'll get into that shortly. You should first know that it's not too late to start YouTube. In fact, there's never been a better time to start. Currently YouTube is the second most used platform, and it's getting 14.3 billion visits every single month. YouTube Shorts is also getting 15 billion views every single day. So there's definitely a plethora of opportunities for you to actually put your videos out there, because clearly there's a lot of people watching videos no matter who's creating them. Okay, look, you should see YouTube as real estate. The reason I say this is because every single video you put out there is like a property. When you publish this video, that video can make you tons of dollars every single month for several years. So businesses want to make money, and they see your property that you just put out there as an opportunity to run ads and to put their products out there and to let people know what they're actually offering. Now this is significantly cheaper than actually trying to get into real estate, and it works in a similar way. And another thing that is also cheap is actually smashing the like button and turning it black. That would be perfect and pleasing the algorithm. But as I previously mentioned, low content books. So this is the idea of literally doing the same thing of planting seeds. You make some sort of product, you plant it, and it can continue to generate you money every single month for several years. It's extremely easy, so I'll rate this a 1 star, and it's something you can definitely do in the long run. The more you can continue to plant, the more money it can actually make. So making $100 in the future is even significantly easier. So if I could rate it a 0-star, then I would, because that's just how easy it is. You don't have to deal with printing the book, you don't have to deal with posting it, or deal with customers, or deal with making the content that's going to go into the book. All you need is BookBolt and Amazon KDP. BookBolt is the software that's going to allow you to make the book. You're going to need to make the exterior, and you need to make just the lines that's going to be inside the book. Now that's perfect for notebooks, but you can also make coloring books, and we all know how coloring books are. If you want to get the blank images of coloring books, you can also use Canva. Canva provides you with those, so all you have to do is just paste it onto BookBolt. So these will actually take you about 5 minutes to make, and it's very, very simple, and you can do these in your spare time. You can create about 10 books a week if you want to, and all you have to do now is take this and publish it on Amazon KDP. So Amazon KDP is what takes care of the customers, creating the book, sending it to them, everything else that you do not like to do. That is why these two work perfectly to make you the easiest passive income you can possibly think of. And once you do this once, that book is there permanently, and it will continue to generate you income for as long as it stays there. And every single book increases the chances of people finding your book to make even more money. So you can actually start off pretty easily. So just for you, you can actually get 3 days free trial, and you can get 20% off using the code Sully. Link is in the description down below. This next one was my second experience in making passive income, and it's extremely simple. So I'll rate this at 1 star. So in the world of business, companies manufacture a product, or they buy a product from low developed countries and they bring it into the higher developed countries. So what this means for them is that they're buying it cheap, and they have the opportunity to sell it higher for 2 times to 10 times the price to people like us. Now the reason they're able to do this is because 1, we actually want the product, so we buy it regardless of the price, and 2, we aren't going to go out of our way to go to the low developed countries to buy the products or manufacture the products ourselves. Now you might be thinking, why is all of this information relevant? Now the reason for this is because the passive income I am talking about is eBay dropshipping. So the simple reason to why this works is simply because customers are sometimes not bothered to go on other websites to find out the cheaper prices, or they're just wealthy enough so they buy whatever they see no matter what the cost is. So you can actually list products from any retailer onto eBay if you would like, but I personally choose to do it from Amazon simply because it's much easier, the customer service is much better, and the delivery is significantly quick, so the customers get their products between 1 to 2 days. So this has been one of my favorite forms of passive income because it takes me about 10 minutes a day to actually do this. And with the software that I use known as Listar, it takes care of the listing of the items, the management of the stock and the prices, as well as finding products for me that I can actually list up. Now it's because of this that people are able to make ridiculous amount in revenue every single month without having to put in that much work. And you can do this yourself, and you can start by getting 50% off. The link will be in the description. Just use the code Sully50. So this one involves Lissa, and no, I'm not speaking of a woman, I'm speaking of a lifetime individual savings account. So in 2020, the average single worker tax was actually 30%. So this is like you getting a 30% return on an investment, but instead this money is going straight to the government as like a birthday present every single year. So the biggest secret to making the most passive income is by doing 2 simple things. Number 1, avoiding tax in a legal way, of course. And the second is by making sure that you pay off all your high interest debts. If you're able to do this, this means that you are keeping most of the money that you're working for. You're also keeping every single passive income that you make without having to pay interest on them. So it's a win-win for you most of the time. So speaking of reducing taxes, opening a lifetime ISA account is perfect. It's just a brilliant idea, simply because the government is now going to pay you 25% of whatever amount you're able to save up. So you don't have to pay a single tax on any dividends, income, any capital gain, any interest whatsoever. So every single money that you have, you get to keep, but there is a catch. One being if that money is going towards buying a property, and the second is if you're the age of 60 and over. This is still a very, very good idea simply because you're going to be getting 25% from the government if you're actually putting this towards a property, or you can actually choose to save up a small amount that you can maintain for several years, 10 to 20 to 30 years down the line. Then this money can go towards your kids, this money can go towards whatever you want to do at that point, but make sure you're saving a small amount so that way you can continue to actually do these other passive income ideas, as well as taking advantage of this so you can actually save money on tax as well. So in this case, I'm going to rate this a 2 star. It's not difficult, but it's a tricky decision to make, I guess. This one's a bonus simply because I understand that it costs a lot of money to actually go out there to buy a property and rent it out to people. So I'll rate this one a 5-star. It's a lot more challenging, but I still think this is a very, very good passive income source to work towards. For this, you can apply every single passive income idea so far, put it all together, and that way you're able to actually save up a larger amount of money than regular people. Eventually you can put this money towards buying your first property. Rather than actually living in this property, you can choose to rent out this property so you can gain in some money back. The idea is you can be getting anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 per month on this property, or you can actually choose to rent out several rooms and still be getting around $1,000 per month per room. So that way in total you can be making a lot of money for every single person who's living in that house. So this money can now be accumulated easily to then actually buy another property, which you can then choose to live in, or you can choose to rent that out. So for this reason, I'll give this a 1-star in terms of how easy it is to continue making $100. You can make that in your sleep at that point. Now, if you want to start with the easiest side hustle, then you want to check out this video on eBay dropshipping. Trust me, your future self will thank you for it.